Welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic. I'm Hunter Black Luna. Before we set out, let's talk to some crew members, including, yes, Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Well, you still haven't stabbed me in the back, and I really appreciate that.
What is it you would like to speak to me about? I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
Maybe that contributed to your feelings of disenfranchisement.
Well, even if we do not speak that often, or are apart, I still feel a part of a team, this group you have assembled that accompanies you and Bastila on your quest. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you. Yes, and that is my point. I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I am used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
There you go. Maybe that softened your opinion of Juhani a little bit. Hey, T3. Oh, come on. It's been like half the game. Hey, Jolie, what's up?
Got something on your mind, do you? How many could you possibly need? And besides, I don't have enough supplies on me to put some more together. Ask me later when you're actually in need and I'm less tired. I'm not a kit factory, you know.
You kind of are.
Got something on your mind, do you? Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
Oh, come on, man.
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
There's exceptions to every rule. I'm also not a kid.
Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
I imagine.
Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade. Oh, it was. I was a half-decent pilot in those days, and with the Force guiding me, we made it through some tough spots nobody else would have. Pilot, smuggler, several other things, too. Or did you suppose I was always a crotchety hermit? Well, we didn't buy all the equipment, per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just, knew had more than they could use.
Ah, the Robin Hood business.
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day that was the day I met my wife. You know another way to get a wife? But yes, that's when I met her. I If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Alright, we can talk more later, man. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought I'd be kind of bored, but Julie's not a boring old man. We come to the badass compartment once again. Hey, Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want? Hey, don't worry. There any...
What do you think about Manon?
Waterworld's never had much of an appeal for us to conquer. They may put up a good fight in their own environment. No match for us, of course. But they don't really have anything of value, either. The thing this world is good for is a substance known as Kolto. Kolto is the single best healing substance in the galaxy. But the Mandalore are not as weak and fragile as your Republic and Sith warriors. When we enter a battle, we carry weapons powerful enough to pulverize cities. Both in our wars and in our own personal combats, there are no survivors. So Kolto does not hold the appeal it does for your peoples. You have anything else you want to ask?
Well, now you've got me curious about the Mandalorians, man.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Korriban system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Korriban system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake. The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Even if the story isn't the best in the world, Canderous' voice actor, like a lot of the voice acting in this game, is just phenomenal.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I could listen to Canderous talk about shit vaporizing in a picosecond all day. Hey, HK.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Grab the wrench, HK. We're going for round 3.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, request. Statement. As you wish, Master. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected.
Oh, yeah?
Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slaheron. Statement. So it appears, Master. A rather suitable occupation, would you not agree?
Yeah, you seem cut out for it.
My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322 sentient meat bags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy.
Wow.
It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement: I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however. Answer: allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for weeks afterward.
Ugh.
At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation: if that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly. Observation: it would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it. Observation: no doubt, Master. It would have been a glorious battle to end my existence with. I would prefer that to rusting on a junkie.
I think everyone would.
Answer: negative, Master. There is still more memory that can be restored, however, if you wish to try. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the Hutt installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
That's true. He now regens. It's not a bad regen either. I mean, we can just use repair kits if he's hurt, but it's nice. Still don't have much better. Yeah, our lightsaber. There's some like end game stuff that might make your lightsaber more powerful, but this is it's really badass. You saw what I did to Darth Bandon as soon as I got on his side. Just sliced him up rather well. That's actually about it for conversation possibilities. Bastila really doesn't want to talk about, you know, the incident. Karth has a one-track mind for his son, and I can't really blame him. So, let's head on out. Our final destination is the Sith world of Korriban. Oh, that'll be fun. First, however, let's go ahead and head out to Yavin to see how Suvan's doing. Maybe he'll have some... what?
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Kareth's vessel. My old mentor.
Uh-oh. This was not in the plan.
Admiral Kareth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Kareth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I mean, I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
And I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Kareth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
And a chance for a character we haven't used yet, much to shine. I really don't think we're gonna be able to get away. We're like at the head of this mess. Bastila is obviously gonna be the most important prisoner. Saul Karath is going to want to meet Karth personally. So we're going to need one of the others that are lesser known.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
All these guys can do it. It'd be kind of fun to go through each of them, but there is a reason I bought that infinite flamethrower for T3, and we actually haven't seen much of him at all. Him and Zalba are by far the most neglected characters, and Juhani. I guess the three of them haven't been used very well. We're gonna go with T3 though. We're gonna R2-D2 this bitch.
Well, the droid's right. If we disable him, the Sith will probably wipe his memory chips and take him to the junk pile. But if we can rig a backup memory chip with a timer, when it kicks in, the little fellow will be reactivated and he can come find us. Well, that's a risk we might have to take, unless you can come up with a better plan to get us out of this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Once again, lament no cutscenes.
Bastila, Karth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Karath warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a disabled astromech droid in the back of the ship.
Wipe its memory chips and take it to the junk pile. Maybe we can use some of its parts for salvage.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Karath, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Bastila used
your words
platitudes.
Are brave,
it's
Bastila,
not very effective.
But the lure of the dark side is hard to resist, or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
I'm devoted to killing you guys.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
Huh?
You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Karth will suffer.
Kinda glad he doesn't know about us in Bastila. Yeesh.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
This is a trick question. Obviously Malik and Revan would know this. They were there. They had the star map. They were trained there.
No! Don't say any more!
An excellent beginning. I'm glad you're being reasonable. This first question was a test.
We're not gonna surrender.
Obviously, Malik knew the Academy was on
spare ourselves a little bit.
Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. More empty threats. We Sith prefer to let our actions speak for us. Perhaps that is why we are winning this war. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malik and our Sith
Alright, this is something we can't tell him. Let's see if that persuade skill will pay off.
Do you take me for a fool?
I really couldn't think of a better lie.
They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No! Ah! Pay the price! Ah!
Listen, can you not hear him suffering? You can spare him further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you? Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! Ah! Ah! No! I beg you! Mercy! No!
I am surprised he did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malik arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malik arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
I don't like this two conversation options, because I don't agree with this. And I don't really want to lash out at her, because that's not going to help.
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy.
And Telos.
Is there no end to the killing?
God knows how many other planets.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back. Saul mentioned that Lord Malik was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information.
I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping that you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop. No, I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you had no other choice. You couldn't betray our cause. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. Watch you suffer like that, I might have cracked.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malik is coming.
Well, then we better hope T3M4 busts us out of here before he arrives.
Yep. Single, unarmed idiot, because... who even better? Huh. This is interesting. I've never done this before. Uh-oh. $34, $21, $13, $8, $5. Crap. I don't even know what this pattern means. 34, 21. What's the relation between these numbers? Zero, zero, one, one, zero, one. How the hell would I know what the next one is? Oh my god. Let's give this another shot, everybody. And we're back. I had to go through the interrogation again. This was a bad fucking idea. Should have saved. Alright, let's do this again. 34, 21, 13, 8, 5. Huh? Okay, so the first answer was correct. Take 3. Seriously, Team 3? T3? Just use your fucking flamethrower now. So we know what the first answer is. It's 3. Right? 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0? Oh, come on! No, am I seriously supposed to just fucking guess this? 2, 3, 5, 7. Oh, fuck you, game. Plus 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 2 is 7. Nine? Nope. Take 4 of the unskippable scene. Why don't I get an autosave right fucking here? Why don't I get an autosave right fucking here? If there's a possibility of just instantly failing. Three. 1, 0. 11. Hurdy her. Why wouldn't the flamethrower do that? Oh, let me guess. Well, these are some nice components. I did buy the fucking flamethrower, however, and they're not gonna let me use it with T3. That's what they're not gonna do. Or will they? No, they are. Alright. T3 kept his internal components. That's good. Thrilling dialogue. Let's do it. Definitely gonna cut out all that stuff except maybe the attempts. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with the droid and use my infinite fucking flamethrower to take out some of this here aggression I've gotten built up. Go for it. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yes. Yes. Good. 'Cause I mean, holy fuck. All your party members do different things. I wasn't aware that I was going to face an insta-fail puzzle, however. God damn it. Canderous just wakes up here and he just murders the doctors and shit. HK just wakes up in the droid bay and murders the technician. He doesn't need to pass some fucking puzzle. Yeah, I figured it out, but only after a couple tries, and that has pissed me off. Remind me to never rely on T3 for anything. This flamethrower is so badass. And yeah, we're just gonna proceed throughout this cell block and kill everything that opposes us. Especially these bitch-ass technicians. You meatbags are so fucking fragile. Feels good. Feels real good. Alright, I've calmed down a little. Enough people have burned to death. With some editing, hopefully that won't be too painful to watch. Once again, it is merely my incompetence at anything related to numbers that's causing problems. 4 computer spike. 0 to slice. Wow. Well, might as well take 0 to slice. Starboard barracks. Too bad there's not an option to overload that. Cell force fields. Wonder what's down there. We need to eventually bust into the detention area. We cleared out medical. Droid maintenance too. System commands. Open detention area. 4 spikes. Now that's nice. We're gonna hold off though. Now we've got a pretty good map of the whole area. We're over here. That's where T3 has to go to end this section. But I don't feel quite up to ending this section quite yet. There's some enemies here.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani Bubo Tonkin Ba.
Also, this Rhodian.
Kakin cha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Na chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muliras limo poiwanga tang itwamaji human ak in ikatune. Uchua penki tang itwamaji human ak in ikatune. Chi ita.
That sounds like a deal to me, buddy. That icebreaker sounds like just what we need to get into the security systems. And here's basic right here stuff. If you have a human character that manages to get out of their cell somehow, there's some basic items here to, you know, give them something to work with: a combat suit, a sword. And here's where we saw all those Sith. You know what? Let's do it. Y'all bitches ain't got nothing. I mean, you guys, you really have nothing. T3, do not auto-attack, please. I want you to incinerate. Alright, it takes 2 to do the incineration. Oh god, this is so satisfying. I can't even tell you. Just burning a molten trail through these fuckers. This whole Leviathan section, it's actually a really good section and a chance to showcase some of your secondary characters and their skills. I probably shouldn't have chosen T3 though. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of T3 play since I'm very unlikely to ever bring him along, as you may have noticed. I used him like once on Terrace and that was it. I didn't know it would involve that puzzle though. All's well that ends well, I suppose. I keep citing that insane Meridian. As soon as we bring those security fields down, all those Rhodians are gonna get released. Let's do it. We should probably go rescue that guy. Before the other insane Rhodians kill him. The XPs are nice. Well, victims of the Sith, if you attack me, you'll get the business. I love how the Rhodians resist the flamethrower better than the friggin' armored Sith troopers. Well, let's give him another round. That should just about fix him. Yep. Got him. I suppose I could have done the same thing with HK. I don't know. Makes more sense to do with him because his regular blaster pistols aren't that useful.
Ciao baso, Gino Molirani bubo, tonking ba, no kuneksag, tong hitwama ag iinkotune, portong hitwama jik agi inkotun. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na wi.
Alright. Glad we helped someone out. The icebreaker is one use only and it only works on the computers here. Which is sort of a shame because I can think of some mischief you could get up to with an infinite guaranteed computer slicer. Even so, we're going to use the icebreaker. And now we have 99 computer spikes effectively. So we can do any damn thing we feel like. There's not even anything else we can do. So there we go. That was the icebreaker, everybody. Cool stuff. And of course the lift is right over there. I wonder if there's any enemies down there. It sure doesn't look like it. I don't even remember what happens in terms of everybody's missions, but everyone has a different way of doing this. None of the openings were quite as annoying as this, I remember, although it's been a while. I'm real rusty. As you might have seen from my abject failure back there. Whatever. Maybe that droid will cause some trouble for them too. Alright, now we just open her up.
You may be a droid, but when this is all over, I'm gonna see the Republic gives you a medal for your part in this. Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malak's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord.
I don't know.
Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
That's a good idea. The others can get to the Ebon Hawk on their own, but Karth and I might need your help. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
Alright.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
Yeah, we do need some pants for this to be a real rescue. Then again, guys, I don't know. You know, the little more of a natural look, it might be okay. Here's some money. This whole Sith ship is really a treasure trove, which is ironic. Oh, and here's every one of our items. Every single one. It's fucking impressive that they fit that shit in there. Let's just steal everything else here. We are so gonna need it. I guess if this is how you somehow got to the Ravager, the Leviathan, is it? Without having decent equipment. Anyway, pants time. Well, that rescue didn't go quite as planned, but I don't know. In the end, we did it. And that flamethrower was really fun to use. Maybe I will use TA3 more, but it's a little heavy on the micromanagement. He doesn't just know when to burn the bitches. And finally, we need the Constitution. Everybody else good? Alright, everybody else is equipped with their stuff. No point in strength for you, card. Alright. Next time on Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic, we'll continue with our little breakout, head to the bridge, and maybe see if we can kill a few very important Sith. Who knows?